This video is to help show you how to navigate through my course as we head into trimester 2. So some things I'm going to remind you about. We have these buttons at the top of my Schoology course. These are all connected to links, so they'll take you right to where you need to go, such as accessing my Google Meet link or looking at the weekly checklist, which will show you what the whole week is going to look like. Remember that when you come to my course, you will usually start on the update page, and usually there'll be some updates here about upcoming work, reminders, or other things that I think you might need to know. Once you get to my page, you will always have to then click on Materials. Materials will take you to your folders. Now at the top, the two folders will always be these black folders, one of them being your anchor unit, and one of them being the optional independent novel project for trimester 2. So if I ever talk about working on your anchor unit, you would be looking in this first folder, and if you're choosing to do the independent novel project for trimester 2, you would be looking in the second folder. After that, you will always see the folders that are for our lessons each week, and the most recent week will always be on top. Old weeks will always be listed below as we travel through trimester 2. So here we have our first week of trimester 2, and as I open it up, the first link you're going to see is a link to the weekly checklist. So if I click on it, I'm going to be able to see the entire week laid out. So if you're ever wondering what we're going to do for the rest of the week, you can always click on this. Then every day I'm going to put in a new folder. These are the daily folders. So if today is Monday the 7th, this is the folder I need to open today. At the top, it's going to have what we do this day. So these are all the things you'll need to do to make sure your lesson is complete. Always starting with the daily bell ringer. Looks like on this day, which is Monday the 7th, we go over how to navigate my Schoology course. We look through the anchor unit folder, and we look through the optional independent novel project folder. So this is the entire lesson covered right up at the top. Everything you need to do this lesson will then be listed here below. So here is our daily bell ringer. You'll have one of these every day, Monday through Friday, and by filling this out, you will get credit for attendance. I don't always catch you on the Google Meet, but if you fill this out, it is proof that you attended the Monday lesson. Beneath that, you would simply go through the tasks from top to bottom. So like the first task is to watch this video on how to navigate my Schoology course. Then there's information about the anchor unit, all laid out for you. And the final item is information about the optional independent novel project. So each day you click on Materials, you find the current week, and then you open the folder for that day and complete whatever is in the folder. If you're curious about those due dates, the due dates are always available in these weekly checklists. So right here you can see that today is Monday the 7th and there's nothing due today. But tomorrow, Tuesday, there's going to be a pretest due. This is a pretest that is part of tomorrow's lesson. And here you can see our major due dates, like the anchor unit. The first part of the anchor unit looks like it's due on January 9th. And that optional independent novel project is due March 5th. so I can always look over here to see when my summatives are going to be due. All right, so we'll head back. Here we are in the course again. And if you ever have any questions for me, you just go up to this little envelope, you put a new message, and you type my name. And when I click up, put a subject in here. So maybe you have a question about a test, and then you can write me a message and I can get back to you within 24 hours of your message. All right, so if you do have any questions, you can send me a message. You can also send an email if you prefer the email, but hopefully this will help you go through your lessons as we continue into trimester 2.